Well, guys, good to see you again. What you doing there, Elrod? You know, everybody ain't seen you in a while. You doing okay? You the talker of the bunch, ain't you? You gonna talk to me? You are. Yep, I love you too. Glad you can come by. See us today. Yep, and there's Cleo, Magoo. Well, we got the whole gang here, as you can see. So, it's time for our weekly garden walkabout and talkabout. Right, Magoo? You ready, buddy? I know you are. How about you, Cleo? Elrod, you gonna come too? Kitty Krew? Don't be licking butts. No, leave Cleo alone. Come on, guys. We ain't got time to snooze. We got things to do. Come on. So y'all, there you have it. Kitty Krew's with me. Well, at least they're up on the front porch. Not sure they'll come out because it's later in the afternoon. It's downright hot again. 92. With the humidity of 65%, they said it feels like 105. I can tell you, feels like 105 to me too. We're just going to take a quick walk about and show you what we got going on, what we don't. And then towards the end, we'll talk about what things are. We stand in front of my fig bush, which, as y'all know, really loaded up with figs. Let me show you. Cleo, there's no doubt you're going to be with Papa, aren't you? Yep, my garden companion. Looks like Magoo and Elrod. Yep. Yeah, let's go over here. Check these two bummers out. Cleo, what you doing up the tree? Magoo, you gonna come along? You and Elrod? Y'all just gonna lounge there on the front porch? I hear you. Well, as you can see, they may or may not. But as all of y'all know, this old fig here is loaded up. But one thing I wanted to show you, there's still small figs starting to form on it. That's rather unusual this year. It's just like on the end of this branch. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 figs. We wander over here. There's another small one starting to form. Then there's 2 nice ones there starting to plump on up. 3 more there and another yet larger but still small. And we just had a limb fall out of the front oak tree. So y'all, let's go over there and get that off the highway. Okay? It just did fall. And those of you who watched my last video know we had quite a large limb fall and hit the roof. Scared the dickens out of me. And just for a while, I'm sitting here talking to y'all, this one falls. So we gotta get that out of here too. That thing there is longer than my truck. It's not all that big around. Maybe about 4 inches. You know, through cross section. Let's go get the rest of it off the highway. I'll be right back. Well, y'all, went ahead and got that off the street. Put over where one of my Mustangs was sitting. You know, where the grass is dead. I'll cut it up later. Yep. I do hope that tree service comes soon. I'm not sure whether you caught the sound of that crashing to the ground on video, but it did. But the reason I was out here looking at these fig trees, you can see all these smaller figs which have just popped out in the last week or so since we got all this rain. Now here's one right here against one right here that I guess the birds were enjoying. See that right there? Not good. But we got plenty. Yep, just about everywhere. It's been a strange year for growing. And you know, I've only been doing it for, oh what, 58 years? Now I've only been growing figs for, oh, about 8 years or so. I've been eating them a whole lot longer than that. But fig tree's looking good. That rain sure did make a difference. We just gotta get it mulched out before the rain stops and this heat of summer starts baking it. But something as I was walking out here, see this right here? This is a wild elderberry. Yep. Growing on the north side of the house underneath the smaller oak trees I got growing here. And they're all in through here. Yep. Another one over there. Another one there. So in case you were wondering if elderberries will grow in the shade, oh, here's another one right here. Yep, they will. 'Cause I've been cutting these down and putting them on the burn pile for what, 20 years, Magoo? Yeah, because I don't want them over here. Now, this one right over here by the bird bath, I may let that one try to grow. Now, like we talked about last week in the garden walkabout video, as you can see, these here, what now are probably going to be Kentucky Wonder rattlesnake pole bean hybrids, have fully recovered and are heading up the poles. Some of them nearly 5 feet long. Looking good. Clothesline pole planting yesterday. We were tying up tomatoes. And you might see something here. See this white right here? Yep. Now that's not an insecticide. That's calcium carbonate. And I've been trying that this year as a deterrent to pests. You know, whitefly, aphids, thrips, tomato hornworms, stuff of that nature. I started it about mid-season last year, and it seemed to have some success. And this, of course, Beefmaster tomatoes. Got a good sized one right on down there through the netting, you can see. And I've sort of been eyeballing that one, thinking, well, that and a couple on the planting down on the south side, I'll go ahead and pick now and fry me up some nice fried green tomatoes. But I hate to do it. You know, it's not like I got overabundance right now. On this plant, there's only like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 tomatoes so far. Now I did pick late yesterday evening, not much, about a handful of these here, like I say, what I'm going to start calling Kentucky Wonder, rattlesnake pole bean hybrids. I can see right now I missed one there. I missed about 3 up there, and I'm sure there's more. They're just starting to really produce. So you gonna be the escort today, Magoo? You gonna be with Papa? Yes you are. I know it's hotter than a hootie down here. Yep, went ahead and picked these real late yesterday evening, right before we went in. And we got, just a mess for like one person. After we did the spraying with the calcium carbonate. You can see right there, nice side bell pepper starting to form on up. Continuing to grow. Now I haven't dug through here. Look to see if we have any more. I just sort of let them surprise me. Magoo, the fact that you're laying on my shoes doesn't mean we can't continue. Come on. But the beans are really looking fine. And a lot of people, social media will tell you beans will stop producing when the temperature gets above 90. I'm going to tell you another secret. I don't want you to share this with all these other channels. Because when I used to share secrets with them in the comments, rather than give old Mr. Tom credit, they just make them their own and never say a word about old Mr. Tom. So you know what I did? I stopped being helpful. I don't want to get praise or anything, but I'm a firm believer that, if somebody helps you or gives you good advice, you let others know where it came from. Just my thought. But anyway, back to this. It's not so important. And if y'all are looking, there's all kinds of bean blossoms in there. And you won't find none on the ground. Now this gets back to what they say. When it gets above 90, blossoms all fall off your beans, whether they be bush beans or these pole beans. Well, that ain't quite true. No, it isn't. What matters is if the nighttime temperature gets up into the high 80s or even 90s, then you're going to have an issue. The same is true with tomatoes setting fruit, peppers, and what have you. Because your vegetables just don't set fruit during the daytime, folks. Nope. There's the nighttime. Now I still gotta get this mulch down, because these waffle butternuts are really starting to take off. Yes, they are. But that's for tomorrow. And I say that because I've been saying it. And there's stuff like giant limbs fall out of a tree, bash my roof, and I gotta switch gears. Now, as you know, the deer pretty much devoured these here Burpee Garden green beans, bush variety, down to nothing but stalks. But as you can see, they've come back and looking pretty darn nice. Let me show you something else. Let's go on in there. So y'all can see. Yep, we're gonna get on in here. See right there? Beans. There's quite a few of those beans in here. You can see some more right there. More there. Yep. Some more right there. So they're starting to produce beans. Yes, sir. I'm gonna have plenty of beans. Ain't no doubt about that. And I'm good with that. Now my poor okra over here has struggled. Not because it's not growing well. It's just because somebody really loves it. Look at that leaf. All the holes in it. There's more holes than there's leaf. But you look underneath it, can't find a thing on any of these leaves. And I've been looking in the early mornings, midday, afternoon. You can come out here with a headlamp. I don't know what's eating these beans or okra, but it does look like they're starting to slow up because I hit this pretty heavy with neem oil. Got a little bit of damage here. So we'll see what that does. I mean, it could be a combination of flea beetles, thrips, whiteflies, or some of the bigger holes, probably caterpillars or some type that I haven't been able to find yet. You know, there's nice looking beans right there. Yep. Oh, there's some more over here. Oh my. As much as I hate to do it, I'm gonna pick that one. Now you look at that little garden green bean. That ain't but maybe 4.5 inches. But I'll tell you what, that will not have nary a string. Gonna be so tasty. Oh yeah, so tasty. And I do this a lot when I'm out in the garden. Me, Magoo, Cleo, and Elrod will be snacking. Oh yeah, these are tasty. So, let's get on out of there before we fall over something. So this still needs more work that I just haven't got around to yet. Nothing like a nice tasty snack out of the garden. Green onions looking nice. If they got any greener, they'd hurt my eyes. Of course, carrots, they're getting slimmer and slimmer. Darn weed. And that's a bad one. That's chamber bitters. Don't want that growing in the raised bed. And what I'm seeing is all kinds of radish seedlings everywhere. Now I knew that was going to happen because some of that radish seed got really dry, and when I was ripping those plants out, I knew some of it was dropping off. That's okay. If they make, they make. If they don't, they don't. Because we got something going in, especially over here, where you can see where that soaker hose makes those circles. I'll let you guess what's going in there. And our Greek oregano we transplanted in this pot is taking off. And the radishes that we planted from our own seed that was grown right over here in this raised bed, you can see them there. They're right here. 1, 2, 3. There's the fourth one. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh yeah, so we talking more fresh radish greens. And in all honesty, I'd rather have the greens than the radish. They still have the radish flavor without all that spicy bite. I'm not all that much into spice now once I got older. Still got to get this mess up. I just ran out of steam yesterday after working on the roof, cleaned it up, getting it ready for the repair. Just didn't feel like it. Ain't hurt nothing. It's just laying here on the ground. But we gotta get these cantaloupe seedlings put in. And we got a few more pepper plants here to pot up. And this is actually chard, Swiss chard. I don't have a clue what I'm gonna do with it. Oh, it's got real leggy. I was actually just checking the seed. But the project for tomorrow, among many others, is going to be to finally get these volunteer tomatoes that we saved from our worm box that I showed y'all all how to build, and potted up here. As you can see there, anywhere from 8 inches to 12 inches high now, looking really fine. We gotta get them somewhere, and of course when I stick them somewhere, I'll show you where they're at. I really don't need them, but I just can't hardly kill a plant. I'm not sure how y'all feel about that. But the cucumbers and the Pissandra, you can see they must be going on now, approaching 7 feet high. And what I noticed is now, since I got some male pollinators all over here in my dinosaur cucumbers, because this thing just loaded up with all male blossoms. They're just everywhere. I ain't seen a female one yet. That's okay, because these Pissandra are all female, and you can see some of these are starting to get to grow. That one there, this one here, this one here. Now the initial problem before the dinosaurs started flowering was I didn't have a male pollinator, so there was nothing to pollinate the female flowers, which make your cucumbers, by the way. And they would do like this: turn yellow, shrivel up, die, and fall off. Yep. Yeah, they would. See right here's another one. But now it does look like we've rectified that problem. Of course, I knew all this. Now I'm sure there was a male plant in with those seeds. If you remember, I only got 12. But a deer come by and ate all but 2. But these 2 surviving ones look like they're going to do just fine. Now I can't wait to try one. And I can't wait for a female flower to pop up on these dinosaurs. I figure we give them another foot or so, And they're only up about, tallest one's probably about, beginning chest high. The other's belly button high. And of course this one here, deer ate all off. But one leaf and a stem, center stem, it's come back. It's growing. It's wanting to start climbing too. Yep, it's got its first little tendril right there. Gets a little bit longer, we'll start training it to the sky too. Yep. I'm gonna have more cucumbers. I know what to do with it. Trust me that. Now, you remember the popcorn that we planted in the pot? Well, here it is. And we're down to 4 stalks. That's on purpose. I started with 6, and I thinned them back to 4. And I've been thinking I may thin them back to 3. But they're looking pretty good. And, you know that old saying, knee high by the 4th of July. Well, there's my knee. There's my popcorn. And it's June 28th. So we got knee high by the 4th of July covered. Doing fine. So walk on down to that little south side bed. You know where the truck planters are. And where I'm trialing my Atkinson heirloom tomatoes against my Beefmaster hybrids. I want to chat a little bit about them. Of course, now we harvested all the radishes, and now we got peppers growing one of those tire planters, which right here. Yep. Got a Calhoun, got an Anaheim, an orange lunchbox, and a red lunchbox. All looking good. I'm going to show you something. This is what happens whenever you do raised beds or raised planters in the Deep South. See all this nice fine dirt? Well, let me dig in a bit. You see that right there? Yep. Those, my friends, are fire ants. They just love raised beds, containers, planters, anything that's up off the ground. And you might wonder why. Well, they like a little bit of moisture, but if they're buried deep in the ground, which is their normal habitat, and we get these monsoon rains like we just got over 2 days ago, where it rained for 3 to 4 to 5 days, their colonies get all filled up with water and they suffocate. And if you're outside after one of those, you'll see all the ants coming up carrying all the egg sacs, and they're going for high ground. Yeah, and these went here in my tire planter. I'll take care of them later. Now the lettuce. This here Black Seed Simpson has gone to seed. Yep, sure has. And you can see little seed heads forming there. And here's a leaf. Yep. Right there. And now, is that leaf still edible? Will it be tasty? Oh, it's not as tasty as it was before it bolted and went to seed. But it's not bitter either. It's sort of an in-between. If you use that in a salad, and threw on a savory dressing, you never know the difference. But let me show you. Right here, you can see this one. It has went fully slap seed on. And I may leave that one go. But the thing I brought you over here, and Magoo reminded me, didn't you, Magoo? The salad bowl right here, it hasn't bolted yet. Hasn't went to seed. See right there? You don't see no bolt. Don't see no seed. And that. Nope, it hasn't. So it's taking the heat better than the Black Seed Simpson, which has always been my standby. Sort of my mainstay here in the Deep South. And this is the first year, no, second year, I've been planting salad bowl. But I think it's going to become a new mainstay. So let's see how it tastes. That's definitely better than the Black Seed Simpson. It's already went to seed. Magoo, do you think we should have salads tonight or what? You know, I picked some of that there salad bowl last night to have on our hamburgers. Yeah, I sure did. Came out here and picked me a handful of those lower leaves, threw them in some nice cold water. I broiled me up some nice hamburgers. Not big ones. And I had me one last night with some tater tots I found in the freezer. And that with a slice of tomato and onion. Oh, I put some mayo on both buns. Mustard and ketchup. Woo, doggy. That's a fine meal. Magoo's decided he likes tater tots, don't you, Magoo? Yes, he does. Now, as you can see, we've been going over this since the get-go. There's a stark difference in the Atkinson heirloom tomatoes and the Beefmaster hybrids. One of them is the height of the plant. Now, it's been probably 12 years since I've grown Atkinson. And since my mind, you know, I'm older, I forget things. And one thing I forgot, these plants don't grow all that tall. They only grow to 4, 6 feet, which I'm thinking I'm liking. And they are a heavy producer. You just look down there. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Oh Lord. 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, and I probably missed a few. So, between these two little plants, just looking at them briefly, I got 28 tomatoes, and they're going to get about medium size. Yep, they're going to get about, 5, 6, possibly 8 ounces. Of course, you'll see it as we do it. Now, that's way more tomatoes than what's over here on the Beefmaster. Of course, now the Beefmaster is a beefsteak tomato. And it may not have as many, but it's going to have some huge ones. Trust me that. There's already a couple down here. I'll see if I can find one of them. You can see that one right there. That's starting to get larger in my hand. And there's another one down there. So as long as we keep them watered, well fed, of course, they're going to get fed later this evening before I go in. Now, the vines are up about my height, 5'10". The poles are right in about 5.5 feet. And what I confirmed today was these are going to grow 8 to 10 feet minimum. So I'm going to be having to add on to these T-posts. And you'll see it. I'm thinking these are going to go 10 to 15. Something just tells me. Because these plants are really looking fine. And that's something else I want to talk to you about. Gardening during the heat of the summer. In the South, Deep South. Or wherever you are. You might be up in Michigan. I hear they get up in the 90s. I would have never thought it. Up around the peninsula, Great Lakes. Seems hard for me to believe, but people say it happens. And tomatoes just stop growing. Shrivel up and die. Well, pretty much that's what everybody believes in the South. And I could drive you around and show you this time of year. All the gardens. That tomatoes are starting to die from the bottom up. You'll notice those aren't. Why? Because I take care of them. I just don't throw them out and do nothing. Just let them go. Plus I buy varieties that aren't as acceptable to all the wilts, blights, and diseases that are prevalent in the South, in Deep South. And therefore, I can grow them all season long. You'll see it. And if you don't believe it, you can go back 2018, see it again too. Or you could see it in 2019 if the deer wouldn't have kept eating them to nothing. So there's that limb. You know, it wasn't too big. Like I say, it's about 3.5 inches across. Hey, you wouldn't want it to fall on you. Might knock you down. Split your head open. So, yep. I got to get somebody out here to take care of my situation. Otherwise, this little old man do something stupid. Like put his 24 feet extension ladder up there in those trees and give it a go himself. I've done it before. I just know now my limitations. Whoop! I don't know if you saw that. That was baby kitty run by. I'm going to focus. We're over here now at Southside Garden bed. And we went ahead and popped in this Sun Sugar yellow cherry hybrid tomato. And this bad boy here is supposed to get up 8 to 10 feet. Now we're still thinking about where they put that husky red cherry, because it's only supposed to get about 4 feet. And I'm thinking it may go over in that other truck tire planter when I pull out that black seed Simpson lettuce, which is going to have to come out. I got bukus, lettuce seed, and I need a place right now. So I'm thinking over there. What do you think, Cleo? Do you confer? Oh, and of course, these are the cucumbers I put in. What I want to talk about there, you can see how dry that leaf looks like, and you can see how the edge is turned up on that one. That's not because there's a bug in there. That's because today, I came out about high noon This plant was as limp as a wet dish towel. And that don't mean the ground ain't moist. You can see the ground's really moist. Something's been going on the last year or two. And I've noticed this, especially since about getting worse, 2015 on up to 2020. The sun here in Deep South, yeah, we get a little bit of wilting back in the day. Nothing like we do now. And I've been doing research on that. And I'm thinking cosmic rays, especially with this weak solar cycle we're going through. And I'm not all confirmed on that yet, but it's starting to look that way. Because with a weaker grand solar minimum sun, you get a lesser magnetic field for whatever reason here on Earth, and thus more cosmic rays make it through the atmosphere and actually reach the surface of the Earth. All of which are not good for people, plants, or any living organism. Just food to thought in case any of y'all are bored and want to take a look into it yourself. Let me know your thoughts. But the beans starting, the two survivors we have, are just starting to climb up the poles. I'll throw some more seed in. The zucchini's making a comeback. As you know, it got ate off by the deer. You can still see one of the limbs right there, remnants. And I think there's another remnant, but it's actually making a comeback. And of course, the Parks Whopper volunteer tomato that just sprouted up in the grass on the edge of the clothesline pole planting. I got 8 down to nothing but nubs. It has re-sprouted in the leaf crotches, and it's making a really nice comeback. With now, instead of 1 stem, it's got 3 stems shooting up. The okra's making a comeback, albeit slower. I still don't have much hopes for it. And that, if it makes, it makes. I've got that other, over in that other little small bed by the timber pile. And of course, again today, we got to get out here with a bowl again and pick blueberries. Because I got a pile of them here. It's now becoming an everyday thing. And I'll either wait till the sun gets low, or I'll wake up at the crack of dawn. And of course, I mean, this is the way it is with gardening, folks. You got 2 choices. You can leave it out here and let it fall to the ground, rot, the birds get it, what have you. Let it mature past its prime, or you can get on out here and get her done. And when your food's ready, you got no choice. You got to get her done. And who ain't gonna want to get blueberries done and in the freezer? In fact, I was thinking about dehydrating some. What y'all think about that? Because I got tons. And I've already picked these. Oh, this will be the 6th picking. I've ate them every morning when I come out. First thing I do is walk down through here and get a couple handfuls and eat them. Then when I walk back through to lunch, I pick a handful and eat them. And like you saw just then, I'm still popping them in my mouth. Now if y'all want some, just reach around me there and grab you some. I think I got plenty to share. Y'all can see. Oh. So we gotta get this done. And see, that's the part about gardening or farming, homesteading, hobby farming, whatever you want to call it. Once you start it, that dictates your life. You are no longer the master. Nope. You are a follower to your plants, your harvest, your season, your weather, the insects, what have you. And that's why so many farmers, market gardeners, what have you, come winter, they take that big deep sigh and go, oh, time to rest. Yep. So think about that before you buy it off growing a whole bunch of stuff. Are you willing to do it every day and any day you need to? Just a little food for thought there. Elrod, you the only one that stayed with me during the whole garden walkabout tour, aren't you? Yep. I admit, Elrod, it's toasty out here. 92 feels like 105. Yeah, and that's in the shade, folks. That's not in the sun. What, little buddy? You're a talker. Ain't no doubt. You're the talkingest one. Cleo Magoo will say a few words, but you're just like Merlin. No. Maybe it's the way tabbies do. Love you too. So y'all, there you have it. Just want to do a quick garden walkabout. Haven't done it in a week. Show you where we're at. And I think we'll be doing these now hopefully on a regular basis throughout the growing season, on either Saturday or Sunday. Of course, if life happens, it could be Monday. As you saw, with that huge limb that dropped out of that oak tree from about 60 feet up, slammed into the roof. That changed my plans for the next day. Trust me, it did. And for yesterday too. And I still got to get the debris out of the yard and over to the burn pile. We'll do that tomorrow. That's a good thing about being retired. Not on no schedule. And in all honesty, I'm still not feeling up to 100%. I don't want no pity or sympathy, it's just fact. And it's probably because of the heat, humidity. And I know many of y'all out there have COPD, asthma, other respiratory issues. You'll know heat and humidity is not your friend. That's why back in the day, doctors used to recommend moving and going to the drier climate, such as the desert. And you can look that up. That's just history. And now, We got all kinds of other things they want you to take. Steroids, corticosteroids. I don't take none of that. I deal with mine naturally. And that. And when that don't work, I just tough it through. But that's just life. And that's why sometimes y'all don't see a video every day or every other day. An old man just ain't got it in him. Because no matter how weak or tired I feel any day, I'm still doing something. It may just be inside chores. You know, that stuff we all do. Cleaning, dusting, dishwashing, organizing. And then for me, there's reading comments, addressing questions, trying to get some time spent with email, which I must admit I'm the world's worst at. Yep. Because that's the last thing I do before I just wear out at night. And I still got to eat somewhere and all there, just like last night. By the time I got what I wanted to do outside, slow as I was, I came in, took probably an hour break, cool down. Then I got up, prepared my burgers and sliced up, you know, onion, tomato, chopped up some lettuce while the burgers were broiling. Got tater tots ready and thrown in the toaster oven. Oh, it was 9:40 before I ate. By the time I was through, it must have been nearly 10:30 at night. And then I wanted to watch, you know, a couple YouTube videos, especially those from all of y'all out there. And if you follow this channel, got a YouTube channel, you'll probably notice when you've let me know, or I've clicked on your name, and you have a channel, I subscribe to yours, because I'm all about promoting smaller channels. Not that old Mr. Tom and Kitty Krew and Trixie are huge. I just know how it was when I only had a couple of dozen. Of course, in retrospect, I knew those were personal friends in my family. Plus, I could give each one individual attention, which anymore, like on the last video, 309 comments. Can you imagine? Just the time it takes to read every one of them. But I do, and I do try my very best to answer questions, which that's on the agenda for this evening. And I'm working on 2 other videos. I'm working on the 2nd episode in the Food Independence, Food Security series. You know, we talked about everything you need to get going with that gardening and that. Now, we're going to be taking a look at what it's going to get you to get going on supposedly being secure and sustainable in meat production. Because, you know, everybody on the internet says that's what they're doing. Well, maybe so, maybe not. The one thing about old Mr. Tom, he's going to tell you like it is, because he's analyzed it, he studied it for his very own. And he ain't going to tell you wrong. And of course, I always encourage y'all to do your own research. So y'all, for all those of you who stayed to this part of the video, you're the core of the channel, the foundation. You're the community. It not only supports Mr. Tom, the Kitty Krew, Trixie, but each other. And that's what makes us so much better as a whole. We are a community. 99.9%. We're of like mind, solidarity, and we care for each other just like I care for all of y'all. So, with all that said, until I see y'all in the next video, it's time to, drop on in, get cool, get some cold water. Y'all take care out there. Stay safe. God bless each and every one of you, your families, and your loved ones. Goodbye for now. Elrod, I'm sure Magoo conked out. Cleo's give up on me. Now you have. Well, the only other thing to do is go in and see what old Miss Trix has to say. I'm late getting in, so probably know how that's going to go. Come on. Ain't no way he coming in. What? Well, I'm tired of coming on in here when I'm finally done for the day and you reading me the riot act. Did you hear me? You could come out with me and the Kitty Krew. Huh? You have food. You got some of that fine 9 Lives high protein that Kim sent you, one of our viewers. Out of that fine feeder bowls and water that Rick and Luli sent you. And you'll get your wet food later this evening when I do dinner. Okay? Now what have you been up to in here? Did you chop up those carrots that I brought in early this morning? I'm gonna go check. You better have. What about those green beans? Did you get them cut up? I'm gonna check on that too. Hold on. Let me go check on them. They're on the counter. I see right now. Okay. You better have done what I told you to when I left after lunch. Okay? Trix, I told you to cut the carrots up in the 1/4-inch rounds. And go ahead and get those green beans cut up. Yep, I did. 1/2 inch long. And then you were supposed to dice some onion and have everything ready so I could put the vegetable melody together to go for my dinner tonight. You know, I was going to cook it up with a little bit of bacon. We were just going to have that. You know, Papa's dinner don't always come out of a can. And look what you did. Now Trix has been in here by herself. The only chore I left her with was go ahead and get these carrots sliced up, 1/4 inch thick, and get those beans about a 1/2 inch thick. And then she's supposed to get an onion out of the fridge. There's a 1/2 one in there. Dice it up. And she's also supposed to take out 3 or 4 potatoes. Wash them up, peel them, dice them up in little 1/2 inch cubes. Because I was going to take that, throw together, make a vegetable melody with about, 3 or 4 chopped up slices of bacon for flavoring. And that was going to be my meal with some garlic toast. But she just got tops cut off, roots cut off the carrots. Of course, now she did scrape them up. Beans are still sitting there waiting. I do think she washed them up. I can't even find potatoes. And onions still in the fridge. She is slacking. Trix, if you don't help Papa, you get to stay in where it's nice and cool, 72 degrees. Yes. Me and the Kitty Krew, we out there sweating to the oldies. You let me down again. Well, you know I still love you, right? You old shacker-lacker. That's what you are, shacker-lacker. Huh? Later all.